Hello everyone, welcome back. Today we have an at-home yoga flow and it is a lower body focus. Your legs and your booty should be burning by the end of this. Mine sure were. So welcome to a new corner of my house. We are going to lie on our backs to get started, placing one hand on the belly, one hand on the chest. Legs can be bent or straight, whatever is comfortable for you. We'll just take a moment connecting to the breath. Inhaling through the nose and an easy exhale out. Trying to make the inhale just as long as the exhale. Equal length, equal depth. As you inhale, feeling the belly expand like a balloon. As you exhale, feeling the belly button come closer to the spine. We're going to start a 3-part breath. So we'll be inhaling to the belly and holding. Inhaling to the rib cage and holding. Inhaling to the chest and holding. And exhaling out through the mouth. Let's try that. Inhale to the belly, hold. Inhale to the rib cage, hold. Inhale to the chest, hold. And exhale out through the mouth. Inhale to the belly. Inhale to the rib cage. Inhale to the chest. And exhaling out through the mouth. Let's bring the hands by the side and we'll come back to a more regular breath. And we'll inhale the arms up, nice stretch here. And exhale, bringing the arms back down. Inhale, arms coming up, little pause at the top. And exhale, bringing the arms back down. One more time, inhale, arms coming up. And exhale, bringing those arms back down. Let's bring the hips into this now. So pushing up through the heels, arms go back just like before. And exhale, setting it down one vertebrae at a time. Inhale, lifting up, enjoy the head stretch at the top. And exhale, setting that down nice and controlled. Inhale, pushing up, stretching those arms back. And exhale, coming down one vertebrae at a time. We're going to bring the arms out towards the side and we're going to bring the legs in a reverse tabletop. On the exhale, we'll allow the knees to fall towards the right and maybe taking the gaze towards the left fingertips. If you have a block and you want to place this in between the knees or under the right knee, go for that. Keeping the breath nice and present here. We'll bring the gaze back to center, legs back to center, and when you're ready, taking the knees towards the left. Again, maybe taking the gaze towards the right fingertips. Totally optional. And again, placing that block if you need in between the knees or underneath the left knee. Let's bring the gaze back to center. We're going to bring the right hand to meet the left, and then we'll make our way up into a seated position. So find a nice comfortable seat, sit bones pressed into the earth. And we'll bring the hands on the knees, bringing the chest forward. Let's inhale, exhale, dropping the chin nice and heavy towards the chest. Inhale, looking up. Exhale, dropping the chin towards the chest. Inhale, gently looking up. Exhale, allow that head to be nice and heavy. And we'll come back to center, looking towards the left. Inhale back to center. Exhale towards the right. Inhale back to center. Exhale other side. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale back to center. And we'll bring the arms up nice and high. Exhale, twisting towards the right. Just letting the arms fall wherever they do. Taking a nice twist here. Maybe taking the gaze over that left shoulder or towards the ground if it's more comfortable for you. Inhale, arms back to center. And exhale towards the left. Again, just let the arms fall wherever they do. We don't want to force, we don't want to pull. Just waking up the body here and keeping that breath nice and present. So inhale the arms back up and exhale hands to heart center. We're going to make our way into a tabletop position. So whenever we're in a tabletop position, we want the wrists to be underneath the shoulders, knees underneath the hips, and neck in line with the spine. Let's go for a few cat-cow. Exhale, pushing up through the palms into our cat pose. Inhale, belly button towards the floor, looking forward for cow. Exhale, stretching in between those shoulder blades. And as we move to inhale, squeezing the shoulder blades towards one another. That's it. One more, pushing up through the palms. And inhale, making our way into cow. Let's come back to a neutral spine, curling the toes under, lifting the knees a few centimeters from the earth. We'll bring the butt towards the heel and tailbone up towards the sky. So for our first down dog, let's just walk it out by bending one knee and the other, taking a moment to notice how the body's feeling. And we'll come to a holding position now, relaxing the heels towards the earth, spreading those fingers, and tailbone going up towards the sky. Bending the knees, looking between the hands, we'll step or jump the feet forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, folding forward, let it all go. Inhale, arms up towards the sky. And exhale, hands to heart center. We're going to make our way into a balancing pose, so we'll bring the hands onto the hips. And when you're ready, we're going to bring the right leg up parallel to the earth. We'll option to stretch the left arm forward and cross it over the thigh. Maybe stretching the right arm back and maybe taking the gaze there as well. So there's a lot of options here in the balancing pose. Choose the one that's best for you. So maybe keeping the hands on the hips and just bringing that leg up is what you need. Nice and strong through that left ankle. Let's inhale the arms back up. We're going to set that right foot down and sit right into our chair pose. So yes, this is leg focus today. We're going to get those legs burning. Bear with me, use your breath. So from here, we're going to step our right leg back right into high lunge. Keep that back heel nice and lifted. Back leg is nice and straight. The front leg, we have the knee and the ankle aligned. Breathing here. Inhale, lengthening the spine. And exhale, we're going to bring the arms down by the side and angle the torso forward. Moving the arms here. Inhale, stretching the arms forward. And exhale, bringing the hands back by the side. Inhale, stretching forward, back leg stays straight. And bring the arms back by the side. Inhale. Exhale. You've got this. Inhale. Exhale. Bringing the hands on the hips, telling our front foot to receive the weight. We're going to make our way into Warrior 3. So feel free to take any arm variation that you might be feeling, maybe arms out in front, to the side, whichever you're feeling. Legs should definitely be working here, especially that left leg right now. And we'll bring that knee in towards the chest, coming to standing. And we can set that down. We're going to get that set up on the other side. So we can bring the hands onto the hips. Left leg's going to come up parallel to the earth. Option to stretch the right arm forward, crossing it over. Maybe stretching the left arm back. Maybe taking the gaze there as well. So again, checking we're nice and strong through that right ankle. And just find a point to focus on. Inhaling both arms back up, setting that foot down right into our chair pose. Take a gaze, see if you can see your big toes. If not, try and send those hips back if you can. I know your legs are probably burning. Do your best. Keep the breath present. From here, we're going to step the left leg back. So high lunge, back leg is nice and straight. You've got this. So from here, bringing the hands by the side, and we're angling the torso forward. So nice straight line from the head to the heel. Inhaling the arms forward, exhale back by the side. Inhale, try and move with the breath. Exhale, arms come back by the side. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Hands come to the hips, stepping it forward right into our warrior three on the other side. Again, taking any arm variation that you're feeling, maybe arms out in front, by the side, or just keeping them on the hips. Nice and strong through that right ankle. We'll come to standing, grabbing that left knee, chest comes forward. And we can gently set that down. Shake that out, coming to the front of the mat. We'll inhale the arms up towards the sky. And exhale, swan dive forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, placing the palms on the earth, stepping or jumping the feet back to plank. Option to lower the knees. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, cobra or up dog. And exhale, downward facing dog. Breathe that out. Relax the heels. And tailbone going up towards the sky. Bending the knees, looking between the hands, stepping or jumping the feet forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, folding forward. Inhale, arms up towards the sky. And exhale, hands to heart center. So we're going to go for that same flow a little bit quicker, and we're going to add some to it. So hands on the hips. We'll bring that right leg up when you're ready, parallel to the earth. Maybe left arm stretches forward and over the thigh, right arm stretching back. Inhaling both arms up, sitting right into our chair pose. Again, we're going to move a little bit more quickly this time, and then after our warrior three, we're going to be adding some here. So from our chair pose, let's step that right leg back into high lunge, keeping that right leg nice and straight. We're going to skip the arm movements here, but we're going to open up towards the left. So stretching those arms up, a lot of balance and legs involved here. Then we'll inhale the arms back to center, down to the hips, telling our front foot to receive the weight, coming into our warrior three. So again, taking any hand variation. This time I'm choosing to bring my hands alongside my body. And from here, we're going to set that foot down and we're going to set up warrior two. So align the heels. Gaze is just over top of the front fingertips, giving some of the weight to the left outside of the foot. Let's reverse warrior, bringing the right hand back to the leg. Exhale, side angle, sweeping that arm forward. Inhale, reverse it. Try and keep the bend in the front leg if you can. Exhale, side angle. Inhale, reverse it. Exhale, side angle. You've got this. Inhale, coming back to warrior two. We'll bring the hands to the hips, turning that front foot so the feet are parallel. Actually, we'll have the toes just pointed out a little bit. And we're going to sit into a squat and just go over some shoulder rotations. Move your body very organically, whatever feels good for you. I love this stretch. Just turning one shoulder in and the other while staying in our sumo squat. We'll bring the hands to the hips, straightening the legs. Now we'll bring the feet parallel. Sending the hips back, coming down with a nice flat back. We'll find the earth or a block. And from here, we're going to walk our hands towards our right foot. So only as far as comfortable for you. Maybe only going a little bit, that's okay. And walking those hands back to center. And then we'll walk them all the way towards the left foot. Holding here again. And we're going to turn both feet, setting the back leg down. We're going to bring the left hand on the inside of that left leg. I know it's a little hard for you guys to see. Making our way into lizard lunge. So maybe walking that left foot out a little bit. Maybe coming onto the outer edge of the foot. So use your judgment. Whatever you feel your body needs. But you should be feeling a nice stretch on the inner groin here. Soften the face. Relax the shoulders. Bring that left foot back in. We'll bring the hand on the outside of the foot and we'll step back to plank. Option to lower the knees. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, cobra. And exhale, downward facing dog. Breathe it out. Relax those heels down. The head be nice and heavy here. And we'll bend the knees, looking between the hands, stepping or jumping the feet forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, folding forward. Inhale, arms up towards the sky. And exhale, hands to heart center. So we're going to get that series on the other side. So bringing the hands onto the hips. When you're ready, bringing the left leg up, parallel to the earth. Right arm stretches forward, maybe crossing over. Maybe left hand coming back. So a lot of variations here. Find a spot to focus on. Inhale, both arms back to center. Exhale, sitting into our chair pose. Again, trying to see if we can see our big toes. If not, trying to send the hips back if we can. You've got this. From here, stepping that left leg back, high lunge, back leg's nice and straight. And from here, we're going to be opening up towards the right this time. So a lot of balance, core, legs involved here. You can sense that legs are the theme. And we'll inhale the arms back up to center. Hands come to the hips, stepping it forward into our warrior three. Little micro bend in that front knee as always. And taking any hand variation that you're feeling. Hands come to the hips, stepping back into warrior two other side. Take a moment, set it up properly. And we'll bring those arms up when you're ready. Giving some of the weight to the outside of that front foot. Let's bring the left hand down. Inhale, right arm up, reverse warrior. Exhale, side angle, sweeping the left arm forward. Trying not to put too much weight in that right leg. Inhale, reverse it. Keep the bend in the front knee if you can. Exhale, side angle. Inhale, reverse it. Exhale, side angle. And inhale back to warrior two. Hands on the hips, straightening the legs. We'll turn the right toes so they're parallel. I'm going to turn around just so it's easier for you guys to see me. You don't get my backside. We want to have the heels closer to one another than the toes. So the feet are angled out. Inhaling the arms up. Exhale, bringing the arms to 90. This time sitting into our sumo squat, or our goddess pose rather. Squeezing the imaginary pencil that's in between our shoulder blades. Arms are nice and active here. So of course the legs. Inhale, stretching up. Exhale, goddess pose. Keep the weight in the heels. Inhale, stretching up. Exhale, goddess. Squeeze the shoulder blades towards one another. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, coming up, and we'll exhale, hands to heart center. Bringing the hands onto the hips. Now we'll make the feet parallel, sending those hips back, lowering down with a nice flat back, and then the hands come to the earth or maybe a block. Widen your feet, however's comfortable. And then we'll bring the hands towards that left foot. Again, you don't have to go all the way, as far as comfortable. And coming back to center, and then towards the right, holding there. Turning both toes to the back of the mat, setting the back leg down. We'll bring the right hand on the inside of the right leg, walking the right leg out. Again, you can't see it on this side. And maybe coming on to the outer edge of that right foot if you feel you need more. Relax the face, the shoulders. Really trying to enjoy your lizard lunge stretch here. Walk that foot back in. Right hand goes on the outside of the leg and we'll step back to plank. From here, we're going to make our way into side plank. I'm coming down onto my forearms today. You can also come down to your knees if you need, or if you want a little more challenge, you can lift the top leg. Maybe taking the gaze towards the top hand. Again, lots of variations here in your side plank. Let's make our way to center. Take your time, and when you're ready, making your way to the other side. So again, using any variation that you're feeling, maybe coming down to the knees, maybe lifting one leg, whatever you feel your body needs today. Breathe it out. And we're going to come into a forearm plank, or if you're on your hands, that's fine as well, stretching those heels back. You've got this. Lots of core. Option to lower those knees. I'm going to come back up onto my hands. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, cobra or up dog. And exhale, downward facing dog. Breathe it out here. And bending the knees. We're going to lower all the way down. And we're going to come into a seated position. So we're going to go for a groin stretch here. So we want to bring the soles of the feet together. We want to be nice and on the sit bones. Let's bring the chest forward so the back is nice and long. We want to grab onto the feet. So if that's not happening, you can use a towel or a strap if you have one. You can allow the eyes to softly close here. Each inhale lengthening the spine. Exhale, relaxing the shoulders and gently bringing the knees towards the earth. And on your next exhale, we're going to allow the back to be nice and passive. So chin comes down towards the chest, bowing towards your feet. Take a few breaths here. And we'll make our way back up. We can help the knees shut, and we're going to make our way, well, still in a seated position. I'm going to turn just so you can see my side view. We'll keep those knees bent. We're going to be making our way into boat pose. So we can start with the hands just beside the buttocks, and then we're going to lift one or both feet up. It's optional. You can do one at a time. Keeping the hands where they are, or maybe picking those hands up off the earth. So the most important thing here in our boat pose is that our spine is nice and long. So we want the chest to be going forward, squeezing those shoulder blades towards one another. And of course, we are breathing. Sometimes in boat pose, we have the tendency to hold our breath. We do not want to do that here. Just like that, we're done. Let's hug those knees. Quick counter. And we're gonna make our way onto our back. If you have a block, we're gonna place it in between the knees. If you don't have one, don't worry. We'll bring the arms just beside us. We're gonna make our way into a bridge pose. So on your next exhale, lifting those hips up. And since it's lower body day, option to lift one leg. Again, it's optional. You're also gonna get a nice leg workout if you have both legs down. If you're looking for an extra challenge today for the legs, the glutes, changing legs if you have one up. Keep the breath present. Send it to those glutes. We can set that foot down. And then when you're ready, we can lower down one vertebrae at a time. We're going to go for one more bridge pose. So whenever you're ready, on your next exhale, you can push up through those heels. Again, it's an option to lift one leg if you're feeling it. If not, keeping both feet on the ground. Your legs are going to work just fine there. Changing legs if you have one up. Trying to keep those hips up nice and high as well if you can. You can set that leg down. We'll take a few more breaths here. Weight in the heels, squeezing the block with the knees. You've got this. And we can lower down one vertebrae at a time. Removing that block, let's bring the knees in towards the chest for a quick counter, maybe rocking from side to side if that feels good for you. And we're going to make our way into some core work next. So we'll interlace the fingers behind the head, and we'll bring the legs into a reverse tabletop. Inhale, lifting the shoulder blades up off the earth. Exhale, opposite elbow, opposite knee. So exhale, crossing. Inhale to center. Exhale, crossing. Inhale to center. Keep that up. Keep in mind also your elbow does not have to touch your knee, just going in that direction. If you're feeling this in the low back, try shooting the legs a little bit higher. If you feel you need a little bit more of a challenge, try shooting the legs lower. So keep up with your breath. Exhale, crossing. Inhale to center. We'll go for a few more reps here. And that's it. You're doing great. Core should be on fire. And let's bring those knees in towards the chest. Again, if you're a rocker like myself, rock from side to side. And we're going to be going for one more core exercise before we officially wind down. So I'll make an index or a diamond with the index finger and the thumb and place that just underneath the tailbone area. Tops of the feet up towards the sky. And we're going to lower one leg at a time. So inhale, lower. Exhale, rise. Inhale, lower. Exhale, bring it back. If you want a little more challenge, maybe bringing the shoulder blades up off the earth. Maybe going a bit lower with those legs. Again, if you're feeling this in your low back, maybe not lowering the legs as much. And if you want a little bit more challenging, maybe lowering both legs at the same time. So there's a lot of variations. The breath for whatever variation is the same. As you lower, you inhale, exhale, back up. You've got this. Few more reps. Let's bring those knees in towards the chest and rock it out. So we're going to end with some stretching. So let's elongate those legs. And then we're going to bring the right leg up. So grabbing on to the back of the leg, wherever you're reaching is a-okay. Just gently bringing that leg towards the torso. You don't want to force it. It's just a nice stretch. If you want to go for some ankle rotations, go for it. I always enjoy this. So from here, we're going to bring the other leg up and we're going to cross it over, making a figure 4, interlacing the fingers behind the hamstring or on the shin. So pretzel pose. If you're finding this is too much for your hip or your knee, you can always bring that right leg down to the earth and just let go with the hands altogether. Try and relax the face and focus on the breath here. We can set that down. We'll stretch out those legs again. This time we're going to bring the left leg towards the torso. Maybe some ankle rotations. Again, we don't want to force that leg. It should be a nice stretch. Let's bring that right leg up, cross it over, figure 4, and then coming into pretzel pose, any variation. If you have a strap works great here as well. And again, if you're finding it too much for your hip or knee, bringing that left foot down and releasing the hands all together. We're almost there. And we can gently release that down, uncross the legs. We're going to bring both the knees in towards the chest and then the tops of the feet up towards the ceiling. Taking a nice happy baby pose, maybe grabbing on to your ankles, outsides of the feet. You gently want to bring those knees towards the earth. Again, it's a stretch, so it shouldn't be painful. Be kind to your body, be mindful. And we'll bring those knees in towards the chest. I want you to flex every muscle in your body, your toes, your hands, your core, your arms. Let's take a nice big inhale through the nose. We'll exhale out through the mouth, releasing down into Shavasana. Allow the arms and legs to naturally fall out towards the side. Relaxing the space between the brows, unclenching the jaw, maybe a little space between the lips, and taking these next few moments to just simply be. Thank you for joining me. Namaste.